doing A levels, and I think by this point I'd already dropped one of them, so I was only doing 2.
But we need
And
to
art
know.
doesn't
We need
count.
to know your stance in the society currently of how you looked and how long your hair was,
Okay.
and how much you fucking hated everyone.
Oh, 100%. I was plugged into Megadeth almost all the time.
And you were the Crow, right?
I was very aloof, you could say. I had long hair. Usually had black nail varnish as well.
Yeah.
Always wore black.
All of it.
Always, without a doubt. And yeah, I had a couple of mates who I'd speak to, but for the most part, I like people to leave me alone. It
Yeah.
was just an easier way of going about things, especially because most of the people I was at school with, I didn't really feel like
No
I shared
idea.
anything in common
Yeah.
with them. Anyway, so it was around Christmas time, and I was only doing 2 A levels at this point, so I had a lot of free time to like sit around and sketch and stuff. So I'm sitting in the art room and in the common room at school, and I'm like sketching or drawing or whatever, and people are making the paper chains out of like strips of newspaper, loop them, glue them together.
Yeah.
I'm putting them up in the thing to decorate the room.
Celebrate.
So I went over and I joined in, being festive. Hung one up, a big fucking massive chain on the wall, 2 bits of tape, and sat back down in the corner with my sketch pad. And one group that I was doing the chains with, they went off to their lesson, and another group came in and sat down and thought it was funny to start singeing them with their lighters. I'm like sitting in the corner watching these dickheads, and I was just annoyed because they thought they were being fucking clever because, it's burning a little bit. I was like,
If you're going to fucking do it.
yeah, if you're going to fucking do it. So I went up and I lit the one that I'd made.
Yeah.
Which was a big U shape up the wall, and the walls were fucking really high.
What's yours?
And and as it started to catch fire, it burnt through the center ring that I'd set on fire and swung into 2 fucking like primed, glue loaded
80s or 90s glue.
proper like newspaper, and it just went. So there's these 2 like flaming fucking strips up the wall now starting to burn the ceiling tiles. So I'm grabbing cushions off the sofa and throwing them at the wall to try and knock it down, trying to put this whole thing out. The whole fucking room's filled with smoke. Everyone's cleared out, and just as I turn around and look at the fucking mess I've created and these big scorch marks up the wall and on the ceiling tiles,
right.
I went and grabbed my bag, my record bag,
Of course.
Bad Apple,
Yeah.
as you know. Went and grabbed that, threw it over my bag, and as I turned around, the fucking headmaster was standing at the bottom of the steps out of the room.
Observing.
And he'd seen it because he was teaching science in a room on the other side of the courtyard and had noticed all of his students standing up and looking out the window because they could see fucking flames in the common room. And he was there, he was like, go to my office. He was like a fucking walrus.
Yeah.
He was like, what's his name? The Underwater King off the worst of all the Star Wars movies. The fucking,
do know.
the Jar Jar Binks,
Yeah,
mate.
Yeah.
That guy.
They've run out of characters. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah.
Yeah.
let's
Make a fucking fish thing. I don't know. Whatever. He's underwater.
Some
We
weird
don't really
clam
care.
guy.
No one's going to watch this shit anyway. We're just getting past these boring bits. to
They've
get to
watched
the good
Dr.
stuff.
Zoidberg too much. Like,
They've already made movies of the good stuff. This is what we've got left.
yeah, this is to remind them how good they are.